grind. It's the easy corner. My guest, one of the best point guards to come out the city of Houston. Now he's in SEC country. SEC country, University of Georgia, starting point guard, the man himself. Are we still chasing ghosts?
Of course.
Okay. Sahvir Wheeler, man. How you doing today, bro?
I'm blessed. I'm thankful for you having me on the show.
Man, first of all, we all know this epidemic that's going around the world, the coronavirus. But knowing the competitor that you are, how are you actually working on your game during quarantine hours? Because I know you. I know that your favorite thing about basketball to me is the process and the work. And that's what you pride and strive yourself on. Yeah. How are you getting better during this epidemic?
Man, it was tough at first, you know. It's just an unfortunate situation that's going on. But the first thing I did when I noticed that the gyms were shutting down was I went to Walmart and bought myself a goal and put it in my driveway. So me and my brother, Montana, Lincoln, we go out there almost every day, every other day. I'm just going out there shooting, helping each other shoot. I'm staying competitive by playing all of us playing one-on-one at the same time. Just keeping your skills sharp, keeping your mind right, having that competitive nature. And outside of basketball, you know, you can't really run too much because, you know, they want you to stay in the house. So I've been doing a lot of push-ups, working on my core. It's never a bad thing to get stronger. That's always an advantage that you can use. And so yeah, that's the two main ways I've been trying to get right.
Everybody been giving me that same answer about working outside. So my question is to you, how does it feel going back to that foundation of outside? Because personally, in my opinion, I believe you learn how to lose outside. You really don't necessarily learn how to lose in the gym because at the end of the day, that's competition. But outside, to me, that's the foundation and where it starts that you get your competitive drive because you got to call next. You get like if you lose, you better accept the loss. So like talk about coming back to that foundation of going outside, like the concrete in your knees and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in places where, I mean, that's all we had was the park.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the park's always fun to me. I mean, there's no coaches telling you what to do, what to work on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you going out there and doing what you do best, doing what you love, and that's play basketball. So, and I think it's really done a great job of just bringing my brothers closer. Me and my brothers, Montana and Lincoln, be able to see how much they've grown. Physically, how much they've grown, how much bigger they gotten, and also with basketball. I mean, Montana, he's one heck of a player.
Yeah.
A lot of people have to watch out for him.
Yeah.
He might be one of the players that might be better than me. But, I'm super excited for what God has in store for him because he's something to deal with. And then my little brother Lincoln, he might be one of the best shooters to come out of Houston.
I put money on but the thing is, I believe it because I know the work that family puts in. So I believe it.
Yeah, I put money on Lincoln over a lot of dudes in a shooting contest. I mean, he'll beat me. He'll beat Montana. And Montana can really shoot the ball, but Lincoln, he got a gift for it. He got a gift for putting the ball in the basket. So, I mean, it's just been really, really cool and really fun to see, to see them. And for them just wanting to play with me all the time. Hey, Sahvir, you want to go outside? You want to go play? And it's just been a really cool experience.
University of Georgia, Tom Crean. Just talk about your decision to go there and just evaluate your season on your first year in the SEC with playing the Vanderbilts, the South Carolinas, the Kentuckys, all those. Evaluate your season at Georgia this year, man.
Man, it was a pretty great year. As far as the record, I mean, we ended the year on a strong note. I think we could have did some little bit more damage at SEC tournament. They canceled it on us. We won our last game, essentially against Ole Miss. Had a really, really strong way to end the year. But it was obviously a learning experience. Being in the SEC, just that type of competition that you ever bring on a day-to-day basis was I mean, that's second to none. It's also fun. me being on a Hall of Fame coach and Tom Crean,
Yeah.
me being around guys who could potentially be in the pros, or Ray Sean got the #1 pick.
Of course. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
Other guys, some of the best shooters I've ever played with, whether Tyree Crump, Jordan Harris. I mean, those guys are really guys I learned from, as far as showing me the ropes, what it is to be in the college lifestyle, the college grind, how to balance academics and school, how to be in the gym. Because I'm in the gym a lot.
Yeah, of course. You're a gym head. Like, you're a gym rat, man. Like, honestly, gym lion. I call you gym lion.
There was some dudes that at Georgia was in the gym as much as me or more. So that just kept me hungry, and I got better throughout the year. I mean, I was just watching some film the other day with my dad. I'm just seeing some of the mistakes I was making, how I wasn't making it toward the end of the year, and the stuff I got better at, the progressions, the pace of the game. And how I adjusted to it. So it was a really good year. I learned a lot, and I can't wait to next year. Next year is going to be crazy.
By the way, your boy Miller Cop just said on Instagram Live he just took your reps. So he wanted me to deliver that message to you.
Yeah.
How is it playing for a coach like Tom Crean, knowing the guys that he's had, Dwayne Wade, Victor Oladipo, Cody Zeller, Steve Novak, like you said, potentially the #1 pick in Anthony Edwards, playing for a guy like that? Just talk about it, because to me, he really does all those spots. From Marquette to Indiana to now, he's always been a great coach, but I believe that he hasn't got that credit that he deserves as the upper echelon coach. Talk about it.
Yeah, and thinking about some of those guys that coach developed those guys. Those guys weren't necessarily 5-star dudes.
Yeah.
McDonald's All-Americans, Jordan Brand, them dudes wasn't even 4 stars. Some of them dudes were lower level, lower stars as far as ranking goes. But Coach Crean does a great job with player development. He instills confidence. He empowers. That's like one of the biggest things that he does. And what drew me towards Coach Crean is just his level of empowerment. I mean, he puts confidence into his players. Like if you got a mismatch, he's telling you, "Yo, take him, go get a bucket, score it, kill it." So coach is just full of confidence, and his passion for the game is second to none. I mean, why wouldn't you want to play with a coach who lives and breathes basketball? I mean, there are obviously college coaches out there getting paid, but basketball is what he does. Is what his life. He's up at 3:00 in the morning texting me, sending me film. Even during this quarantine, we've been talking a lot. I'm talking about how I can get better. He's sending me clips of different players and how I can implement that in my game. We're having countless of conversations, just how to perfect each day, how to get better today. He tells me what he did today, how he got better. Yeah. So just having a coach like that motivates you is special. And Coach Crean is one of the best to ever do it. And hopefully I can get him a championship in the SEC and make a NCAA March Madness run, so I can add to that resume and hopefully go down as a Hall of Famer, because he's a Hall of Famer caliber coach.
The city of Houston has always been behind you. To me, in my opinion, I know the country was kind of shocked at what you did, but I know your skills, you not shocked. But to prove some of these naysayers around, like, he's 5'7", 5'8", can he really get the job done in the SEC?
5'8", we still there. I thought.
Okay, 5'10". You know what? I'll be 5'10". 5'10". I'm sorry. 5'10". I'm gonna give you the 5'10". I'm gonna give you 5'10". I'm sorry, man. You know, when you go back to look at those videos, bro, they really be giving you all these short inches because
it just makes it look more impressive if they give me.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm so used to the videos. That's what they be doing. But like I said, for these people, what is the message that you believe that you proved across the country? Because I think everybody in the city knew that you could play with anybody. You held that mantle for a very long time in this city. And so, like, across the country, what do you believe that you proved?
I mean, as far as holding that mantle, I've held that mantle since 3rd grade. I think. Yeah. I mean, I came to the city 3rd grade, 2nd grade, and I played on every stage. Like, I went out and found the matchups. I mean, I played at the highest level all my life, from 3rd grade going to AAU Nationals. And middle school, Coach Herb Baker was my coach, and we was going to the best middle school tournaments. Mm-hmm. In high school, getting all the matchups, all the city matchups, all the regional matches, all the state matchups, and in AAU, traveling across the country nationally, I'm getting those matchups and winning and having the city on my back.
Yeah. And you did your thing at the NBA Top 100 camp. You cannot forget that.
Camp team.
yeah, man.
Yeah, so I don't think nationally many people were surprised.
Okay.
Because I did it. I mean, I've been doing it all my life. Maybe everyone knew who I was.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some colleges who didn't know that I was that successful and be that, that pivotal in a change in how we played at Georgia. But man, I think everyone knew what was coming, and it was only about time for like the country to know. I mean, and I personally think that many people already knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. Like you said, potentially you're probably playing with the #1 pick in the NBA draft, Mr. Anthony Edwards. When you see a freak of nature like that, not only can he just jump, but that boy can actually score the ball. He can get you a bucket, like on the next level. He might be a future Rookie of the Year / MVP / All-Star for a long ways to go. You're his backcourt mate. Tell the viewers that people really don't see about Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. First, I mean, one of the things that jumped off the board when I first met him was just how selfless he was. I mean, you would think a guy with all that notoriety, all that pub, all that, hey, Anthony this, Anthony that, Anthony that. That dude's he's down to earth. He's one of the coolest kids I've ever met. And he cares about the team first. Like, I kid you not, he could, like, when there were games where he didn't have the 30s, the 20s, and he was just as happy for everyone else's success. And I think that is what makes Anthony so special. And his work ethic. I mean, he has an incredible work ethic. I mean, it challenged me. Like, I want to go to the gym more because I saw Anthony in the gym. Just the way, and he's also so unselfish with the ball. Like, he'll dish it off to one more. I mean, he sees a guy hot, he'll make the one more pass. He knows that his jumper isn't falling. He's still gonna be aggressive. Yeah. But if he finds a shooter in the corner, he's gonna give it up. I mean, he's just a complete player, and I'm having the opportunity to play with a guy like that. I mean, it was a blessing, and he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. I challenge him all the time. And one of the things I always respected him, he always respected what I had to say to him, whether it was bad criticism or just empower him, like, bro, kill these dudes. No one can mess with you. So I mean, he was a great player to be around, even better person to be around.
And that's what I want to actually get to. In social media from afar, I don't know how the relationship is, but like at the end of the day, it looked like you were his guy, especially same class and stuff like that. So just talk about that relationship on and off the court. Like you said, when he's even though we know that, like I said, you're a gym lion, but when you see a player like that at that caliber, knowing that he's probably a top 2 pick or top 1 pick in the draft, and you see that, just talk about that relationship with him on and off the court.
Yeah, that's like my brother, man. He calls me, I call him. We do group FaceTimes with the team. I genuinely love that dude. I mean, I love everything he stands for. Why he's doing it. I mean, it's just you got nothing to do but respect the kid. He's gonna do great things, and I think our relationship off the court is only growing. I mean, he's texting me like, "Bro, you all right, man? You good? You need anything from me?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm good. Just happy." And he'll text me and stuff I need to work on, and I'll bro, tell me what I need to work. Let me tell you what you need to work on too. So. We got that love relationship, and man, I mean, he's just super cool.
Man, talk like I said, SEC.
Yeah.
Just talk about playing in that, because, like I said, obviously, you get to play again. Like I said, the A&Ms, the Vanderbilts, the Kentuckys, but just talk about just in those atmospheres that you play, because you've been playing, like you said, on the big stage your whole life. But this is just another stage. Like this is not just another stage. This is SEC. So just talk about game by game and just playing in different environments, and even playing in Athens.
Yeah, Athens is one of the best environments you'll ever play in. I mean, dudes in Athens. It was just rated the #2 venue in SEC this year.
Yeah. So
playing in Athens, you go to the Stegs, the Stegman Coliseum. I mean, you go there, it's gonna change your world, change your perspective. It's great. I think we got one of the best fan bases in the country. All that red, when you see when you go up in the layup lines, all those people who are passionate about the game. I mean, it's really, really, really exciting. But as far as playing the SEC, I mean, I felt like it was the perfect place for me. There are a lot of great conferences out there, but that conference suit the way I play the game, which is fast pace, fast decision making, high scoring, explosive players, and I feel like I did pretty well. I mean, I didn't really have much of an adjustment to the speed of the game because I already play at such a fast pace. And it was just great to be able to play against the best players because that's all I've been doing my whole life.
Yeah.
That's all I've been doing my whole life is playing against the best players. I've always wanted the matchups. And some of those matchups are the best players in the country were in the SEC. And so that was a great experience in itself.
Talk about the maturity that you have to deal with as going from a young, like literally you graduating high school, now that transition to student athlete, because like I said, you've been around your pops and your whole family your whole life. This is probably one of the first time that you're not with them. So just talk about that transition from young high school graduate to student athlete at the University of Georgia.
I mean, I'll credit my parents to how I credit my parents to how easy the transition was for me personally. Because when I was in 5th grade, they were sending me across the country by myself on airplanes. I went to nationals by myself. My dad just, hey, this is your money. This is a phone. Don't lose the phone. You're in 5th grade, but go figure it out. And I credit my parents for giving me that, for trusting me, and showing me different life skills at that young of an age and showing me how to do what I do now. And but the biggest thing is just time management, obviously. As far as like school, you don't have your parents. My parents would never looked over my shoulder. They never micromanaged me in high school.
Yeah.
So they were just like, hey, at the end of the day, that report card better be right. And so that's the same approach I had going into college. I mean, you don't have anyone looking over your shoulder in college, so why would you do it in high school?
Yeah.
And so I think my parents get all the credit for that and how easy the transition was for me as far as just your social life. But as far as basketball, also, again, I had credit my dad on that and in the staff at Basketball University. Coach Rossi Cameron, Damian King, those guys prepared me pretty well as far as the basketball and knowing basketball concepts, different terminologies, knowing the game, IQ of the game. I felt like I was mentally prepared for all that for that adjustment, and it didn't really seem like an adjustment to me. So, I mean, yeah.
What about University of Georgia so special to you? Because like I said, you've only been there 1 year. Well, you played a full season, but what about it right now is so special to you right now?
It's the people. I mean, that's everyone's favorite answer. I know it sounds a cliche, but you gotta get down there to Athens, Georgia to really experience it. People know you. Like you can be people know who you are, and they're not afraid to help you.
It's funny. No, it's funny that you say that because I ran into your dad maybe, I don't know if it was at the Super 16 or no, I think it may be a little bit after that. And he was just like, he busted out in tears when he saw your name in front of that Georgia pamphlet. He was like, I just couldn't believe it. Like they possibly have the #1 pick in the NBA draft. And my son is in front of is the headliner of the pamphlet. So my question is, when there's moments like that, knowing that you're making your dad proud, well, not even just your dad, your whole family, how does that make you feel?
I mean, you can't put that feeling into words. I mean, it's just something that I've always wanted to do is make my family proud. Represent my family because every time I go out and put a University of Georgia jersey on, I got that G on my chest. I got that last name on my back. And so I just try to make them proud. And the fact that I was headlined a couple games and on that pamphlet, it's just another accolade, another something else to be happy about and something else to be proud about.
I want you to dip into your family because at the end of the day, like, I think you guys just got one of the most beautiful families, like just inside and out, not just basketball, but like you guys do everything together. And at the end of the day, like I know your mom and dad is the head of that, but then all of a sudden you're the general of all the kids. You're the general. It starts with you like, hey, okay, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Talk about that. Just talk about the way your family has just helped you and shaped you up. Because at the end of the day, Sahvir, you're one of the easiest dudes I ever interviewed to talk to because at the end of the day, you could see guys that carry that mantle in the city that, they're #1, we're not going to talk to you. But, like, you being the people person that you are, how much do you credit your family, man?
I give him all the credit. I think part of it is just having us having such a big family.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone acts the same. Everyone has their own different personality.
Mm-hmm.
And from the youngest one to Liv, she's 3, to me, the oldest being 19.
Mm-hmm.
All of us just bring something different to the family, and I think that what makes us so special. And for me, it's just cool to see how, like, my parents don't even not say they don't parent us, but everyone is just so easy to get along with.
Yeah.
Like we kind of govern ourselves is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows what's right from wrong, so you don't see anyone doing stupid stuff. Everyone's doing the smart thing, and everyone's trying to make the next person proud of them. So when I'm playing basketball or I'm out the state doing big things, I mean, I know that's making my parents proud. My little brother Montana, he's doing the same thing as far as basketball. He's making my parents proud. My sister Sage, she's in modeling. I mean, I know she's making my dad proud. She helped my dad run the Stars and Stripes event. I mean, that's just stuff you don't see from she was 14 at the time, a freshman, running a whole high school event. Mm-hmm. So I just did different things like that. You know, my other brother Lincoln, he's probably going to be one of the smartest kids you ever come. He's coming home. His report card is nothing less than a 99.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, like Duke, send my mom emails about his academics. I mean, my younger sister Lola, she's probably the most athletic out of all of us. She's into gymnastics, and it's just everyone brings something special, and everyone's trying to make our parents proud. And I think that's the best thing about our family, is that we love each other, we support each other through whatever we do, and at the end, we just trying to make each other proud.
I want you to talk about your brother Montana a little bit. I see him going up in the ranks. I see them from a guy that held the mantle as the best player in the city of Houston, Texas. What do you tell your brother, not just as a basketball player, but from older brother to little brother? What do you tell him? Because at the end of the day, back then, he probably wouldn't understand it, but he's about to go to high school next year, so he better understand it. And especially a guy like you that came out on top 2 times in the SBC as a state champion, all state, and all that. The guy that has accomplished damn near everything the city of Houston thrown at him. So what do you tell him? Because, like you said, Wheeler is his name, and that's a really, really familiar name in the city. What do you tell him?
Man, what do I tell him? I mean, he's so smart and he's so gifted. I don't even think I need to really tell him anything. He already understands what it's about as far as basketball, whether it's the process, getting better every year, understanding what you got to get better at, and he also understands what it takes to be at that level. Not as far as like the process goes, but you got to go out here and produce. Mm-hmm. I mean, you already have kind of a target on your back just because of who I am, but I think Montana is ready for it. I mean, I honestly do. Like, man, he's incredible to watch. He sent me some film in middle school, and I'm just like, yo.
What's up, though? This is the thing. As much I respect, and I think he's really one of the top guard, if not the top guard in this A grade class. And trust me, I deal with a lot of them because I think I coach the best middle school in the city. I coach the best A grade team in the city. I coach the best
A grade team and my brother's A grade team should match up.
Hey, listen. No. Listen, Jim. Well, of course, Jim Hicks. He set up that little middle school city championship. I can't lie. My team, Lake Olympia, made the championship. We lost by 2 to Silsby. We lost by 2, but that's their first loss ever. So like we have smoke down there though. We do have smoke, but like just man, like I see your brother's game, but like think about it, like you said, you've been holding that mantle since 3rd grade. Like you were one of the official guys that were a part of the mixtape era. So like like I understand your brother. Like, what does he do that we already haven't really just seen from you? Because other than the knockdown jumper, he could shoot. He could actually shoot. But like, but you though,
from half court, we pull it from half court.
Yeah,
he's gonna be one of the best shooters that come out through Houston. I think he's one of the best shooters in that class in the country. And you could write down. At the end of the day, he's gonna be one of the best shooters, and that's something that I think he does better than me at this point. I said when I was in 8th grade, he was in 8th grade. But it's going to be the same thing. We're going to be looking for smoke. We're going to look for all the best matchups because that's how you get noticed. That's how you get noticed by the college coaches. That's how you get noticed in your city. That's how you get respected. Is you got to look for the matchups. You gotta travel different places to look for the national matchups. It can't just be your city, your state. You got to go national. And the college coaches want that. They want us. All the college coaches go to the games with the biggest recruits is at, right?
Yeah.
So I think that Montana's gonna be ready for all of that, and I'm just excited just to be in the stands one day eating popcorn and see like kill him, Montana, kill him.
Houston Christian, obviously they didn't get the job done this year, but they made it. What's the message do you send to them? Because at the end of the day, a core of that team, like the three-headed monster in Kobe, Elijah Bernstein, and Noah Khan, is coming back. What's the message that you send to them? Obviously, you're in Georgia, but I know there is messages that you can deliver to them because you're a two-time SBC champion. Like I said, Noah's still a two-time SBC champion. So, like, you talk about that, man, and just talk about Coach Crandall and what he has meant to you too.
Yeah, start off with Coach Crandall first. Coach Crandall believed in me from the jump. Gave me the keys from the jump. Like he was the only coach. I don't know any other coach who their future high school coach was coming to their middle school games. Like I was in 6th grade at Victory Prep playing 8th grade middle school, and he was coming to my games watching me play. Throughout middle school, he was watching me play. He even got an advantage. So my year, I'm going into my freshman year. I'm in 8th grade summer. Coach Crandall coached me that summer. So he had an advantage, already knowing what I was going to be like coming into Houston Christian. So Coach Crandall's belief from day one automatically stood out. And Coach Crandall wasn't Coach Crandall when he. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was gonna say, do you believe he actually gets the credit that he deserves? Because at the end of the day, a lot of people be like, well, he had Millicock, he had Sahvir Wheeler, he has probably the best sophomore. Talk about him actually, Coach Crandall.
Yeah, Coach Crandall. Prime example. My senior year, I didn't play half the year.
Yeah, man, but
we won. We was already plus 20. We already won. We had 20 wins, 20 plus wins by the time I came back. That's coaching.
Yeah.
We didn't have a guy over 6. We didn't have a guy over 6'1" on that team, and we won a state championship.
Yeah.
We were. I don't think we were the favorite that year either. The senior year.
Honestly, I think Episcopal was the favorite. I really think so.
And Division I backcoach.
Yeah.
I don't think that's coaching.
Yeah.
That's coaching at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, Coach Crandall. I mean, obviously the players play the game, but Coach Crandall gets. I don't think he gets enough credit in that staff with Coach Mo, and my dad. Yeah. I don't think they get enough credit about the preparation it takes. Those guys, my junior and senior year, they were prepared every single day. Yeah. They came to practice with the passion and enthusiasm to get better, to seize the day, perfect the day. And every game we had a game plan. There was no just, we're playing blank and Blake. They're not that good. We just go out there and play. It was every game we had a game plan. We was prepared, and he made sure the players were prepared. And so I think Coach Crandall doesn't get enough credit for that. Personally, I think he's top 5, top 3 coach in the city. I mean, that might be an unpopular opinion, but he got 2 state championships.
Right.
He got 3 or 4 Division I players under his belt.
Yeah.
I mean, he's won games. He's had 20 plus. That's like maybe 5-6 years in a row. He's had a season with 20 plus wins. 2 of them with 30 plus.
Tough.
Coach Crandall's done some stuff now.
Yeah, I got you. But talk about the message that you deliver to those guys going into next year. Because at the end of the day, like they're experienced and got that under their belt. What do you tell guys like Noah Khan, Kobe Haynes, and Elijah Bernstein?
They got to be hungry. You just got to keep it a buck with them. They got to be hungry. I mean, they've been part of a winning culture. They won a state championship.
Yeah.
And they know what that culture is like. So you got to go look at yourself in the mirror, watch some film, and be like, was this the same culture that we had? I mean, what do I need to do to get better? Because, I mean, it's I guess it was a lot of pressure on them. I don't know. You won 2 straight going for the 3-peat. Might be some pressure, might not. But they just got to get back to the basics, Just trying to figure out what was best for the team. Getting better individually, getting better collectively. Whether it's like, hey, obviously with this quarantine kind of messes some stuff up, but maybe we starting a group chat and be like, hey, man, this is our year. I mean, we got to figure out what we got to do to win. And I'm fully invested, and I know that I believe that those guys gonna be good enough to do all that. And
I kind of want to know what your mindset was going into your senior year, because obviously, like I said, you lose Miller, you lose Blake, and you lose Jalen. What was going through your mind your senior year? Because, like, at the end of the day, yeah, you were the odd man. Like you guys were probably the odd team out. But it's funny. I kind of knew, because Episcopal was kind of my pick that year to win.
Hey, tell me how you really feel.
Listen to me. But then me and my two best friends actually went to the game when y'all played Episcopal.
Yeah.
And when y'all played, was that Episcopal?
At Episcopal, yeah,
at Episcopal. And that day I changed my pick because I said, why? They're like, why you change your pick? I was like, because Houston Christian has Sahvir Wheeler and Episcopal doesn't. I said that's the reason. So just what was your mindset your senior year? Because you said you really didn't play half the year, half the year, but you came back with a vengeance.
Yeah. Yeah. So before the injury, I was coming back on. I'm smoking. Like, I want everything.
Fresh off the top NBA 100 camp too.
Yeah, I wanted everything. Anything that was moving, anyone that has something to say, I wanted all the smoke that senior year. And I was going out to prove like a point. It worked out perfectly, to be honest. Another state championship with another group of guys. It was an unbelievable team. I guess you could say we were the underdog, but to accomplish that was a great thing. Like I said before, we didn't really have the same size. I mean, we lost Miller, we lost Jalen, we lost Blake, we lost Aiden Torres. Like, we lost a lot of pieces. But that year, I think we figured out how to win, and being out taught me some different ways you got to win. Help my game mentally, and I mean, it's still crazy. I still can't believe that we still won it today. But at the end of the day, personally, if I'm on the team, I believe we can win, no matter who we're playing against. I mean, so.
I want to talk about AAU, and I think you're kind of one of the perfect guys to answer this question, but you really haven't been in this position. I've been asking everybody this question: how important is it to play on the circuit? My first interview was actually with SMU point guard Kendrick Davis. This is his quote to me. He said, "Hey, listen, E, I played for the Houston Hawks for 16 years, and I actually really got my first Big 12 Division I offer off the Houston Hawks. I really changed to Texas Pro because I wanted that name brand and wanted to go to the camps." Yeah. Talk about the importance, because my philosophy is this. I've seen some guys on the circuit that's really good that just getting buried on the bench. So why play for them when you can play? But obviously you've never been in that position before that you weren't playing. You played. So, but just talk about, like, when it comes to choosing the AAU team, because I want you to actually tell this to the younger viewers, because most kids will say, like, man, playing on the circuit is cool, I want to play, but they get married. Talk about it.
I've seen both sides.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen guys make it to the highest of majors. How major? Curran Roach. Yeah. I think he was the first person that I know that knew he didn't play on the circuit. Rockstars, University of Texas. I also seen, obviously all the 5 stars playing on the circuit. But for me personally, the reason why I did was I was, like I said before, I always wanted to play the best. I always wanted to play against the best players nationally. I don't know any of the national 5-star number 1 players, the best point guards.
I can really think of too is really Lonzo, because I don't think his AAU was he sponsored?
He played on the Adidas circuit.
Okay, he did. Okay. Okay.
No, he did. Okay. Yeah, that's what blew him up.
Okay.
So I don't know any of those guys, those 5-star top 25 McDonald's All-American type dudes playing off the circuit. I'm a guy. I want the smoke. I want matchups.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I would always play on the circuits. I want to test my ability against the best players, or who they say the best players at my position, or just in the country at my class. And so that's why I think playing on a circuit is super important, because it gives you where you at. It gives you that measuring stick, and also that's where all the coaches is at. That's where the coaches at. That's where all the media is at. The scouts is at. And being on that platform, gave me an amazing opportunity to get to the top 100 camp, and that's where the NBA scouts is at. So I just try to put myself, my dad, my parents. The only thing they ever told, that's one thing they said that kind of like, they said that the only thing that they owe their children, which is us, in life, is opportunity. And they gave me that opportunity to play on that level, and I was able to take it. But that was the biggest thing. I think that's the most important thing. Or why I favor playing on the circuit, because you get to play against the best players.
In hindsight, I want to ask you this question. In hindsight, did you want the EYBL smoke? Because obviously you played on it. Because I have to ask you that question. Did you want the EYBL smoke? Because honestly, I talked to your former teammate, Mr. LJ Cryer. I said I figured why he made that move from BU to the hoops, because I already told him. I said, if he don't get injured, that man is McDonald's All-American, because there's no way they're gonna pass him up in this city on what he was doing. So if he don't get hurt, but like for you personally, you didn't get to play that, but we all knew that you would have took care of business. And the same question I asked to L, that's the same exact question I asked to Andrew Harrison, #1 point guard in the country, but didn't play on the EYBL circuit. Talk about it.
So you want me to answer if I wanted to be on that EYBL?
Yeah.
Personally, I love the Adidas circuit. I'm gonna get to your question.
Yeah.
But Adidas, I think EYBL is the most prestigious, as far as because they've been around the longest. They've been around. They've had the most national pub the longest. But if you look at the track record, most of the McDonald's All-Americans in the 2018 class was on Adidas.
Yeah, Quentin, Zion Williamson. Yeah, okay.
Romeo, David McCormick.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys was on Adidas. I think Adidas is as strong, but Nike and most of the Nike players were going back and forth between Nike and Adidas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when the Nike didn't play Adidas, they were playing on Adidas.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got the same amount of competition, and I kind of swept through most of the EYBL at the top 100 camp. If you look at the guards and the matchups, I got all that at the top 100 camp. So being on the EYBL, it might have been a lot cooler to say, but I got most of the matchups in at top 100 in those type of camps. So I got it back to 3 stripes.
I always just wanted to ask you that question. I was like, bro, like I always believed that you were good enough to.
That wasn't.
But like obviously the circumstances, like of course, but to me, this is what I say. Just like I told Andrew Harrison, I said, I think that you guys are kind of responsible for the pillars of a brand in Adidas, like how he's responsible for a brand of Under Armour. So you guys like kind of like the pioneers of the Adidas, and he's the pioneer of Under Armour.
Yeah.
What do you tell the kids this year, like Noah Khan, like I said, Noah Khan, Elijah, and Kobe? There might not be an AAU this year. What do you tell guys, knowing that some of these guys need the recruitment? What can you say?
That's a good question, because personally I haven't really thought that far. I kind of forget that there's AAU.
Yeah.
It's just super unfortunate, but man, it's tough. I think the best thing to do right now is starting to gather your film, make highlight reels, put together, find your best games in high school, and because that's going to be the new thing. Coaches can't come see you. They can't come see you in high school workout in the summer. There's no AAU, so I think the best way is going to be through sending coaches your game film. And hopefully you've had enough good games on your resume to be able to send to the coaches and then for them to recruit you. But this is an unfortunate situation, so I really don't know.
Okay. Top 5 players in the NBA. I want your top 5 players in the NBA. I want your top 5 favorites. And then the last one, I want your top 5 of all time. And then the other question is a surprise, but I want you to answer those 3 questions.
All right. Top 5 in the NBA. Not in order. And I'm counting injured players too.
That's fine.
Okay. I got Giannis. I got Giannis. I got KD. I got Steph. I got Kyrie. And I got LeBron.
Okay. Your top 5 favorites.
James Harden.
Lefty. Okay.
Kemba Walker. Westbrook. Gotta love Westbrook.
I love him. That's my favorite player. That's my favorite.
That's like my low key favorite player too. Who else? My top 5 favorite. You got them 3. I like Anthony Davis.
Okay.
He's tough, super skilled. He's a monster. And who I gotta go with? I like Jason Tatum.
Okay. Top 5 of all time.
You gotta go. Michael, Kobe, Magic. Michael, Kobe, Magic. Kareem.
Okay.
And Michael, Kobe, Magic, Kareem, and LeBron.
Okay.
Just so people won't get mad at me.
No. I guess. Yeah.
That's winning games. I'm winning games. Anybody else 5? I'm winning games. I got the best point guard of all time.
Yeah.
I got the best scorers of all time. I got LeBron who can do everything, and I got rim protection.
Yeah.
Come on. I want all smoke. Come on.
Give me we're gonna go back to high school now in the city. Give me 4 2019s that you would want to run with. That's it.
People I haven't played with before?
No. Just in general, if you have to pick a team, no. In the city, give me 4 2019s in the city that you would want to run with.
So this is a messy question. A messy question.
Hey, listen, I've asked everybody in their class. I asked Miller Kopp his class. I asked PJ Bird his class. So, like, I need to hear 2020 class. Like, LJ, who would you run with in your class? You get the same question.
That's just hard. I got to go with me at the 1.
Of course it's you. That's why I say you get 4 others.
I got Jordan Adams at the 2.
Tough. That boy's tough.
We winning games.
That boy is so dope. Damn.
I got that at the 2. At the 3.
It don't really got to, honestly, it really don't really got to even be by position. Like, but you can get 4 that you want.
No, can I go? I'm gonna give you a 6-man, even if you don't want it. I'll give you a 6-man.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go me, Jordan Adams, Stretch, Quinn Slazinski at the 4, and at the 5. Man, who was a 5 man in 2019? I don't know. You have any 5s in 2019?
I don't know 5s, but I'm thinking of right now, athletically, you still got what, Jordan Turner that's still available. Let me see 2019, because honestly, Montavious,
yeah.
I'm trying to see who else.
Give me Jay Turner.
Huh?
Give me Jordan Turner.
So who's your 6? So who's the 6?
Jesse Zarzula.
Oh, Zarsway? Because honestly, I can't. No. Because honestly, I can't sit here and lie to you. You guys are really like, if I had to choose between 2018, 19, and 20, I really think y'all are 3rd. I think y'all are 3rd.
Dang.
I know y'all would compete, but like 2018, Because I 2018.
20 gonna beat us?
Hey, listen, I go 2018, 2020, 2019. I got y'all third.
What's your 5 for 2020?
Oh, 2020.
What's your 5?
I got LJ.
Okay.
Trayvon Mark.
Okay.
Marcus Williams is different. Marcus Williams.
Okay.
You still like you still got.
I'm matching up perfectly so far. But Jordan Adams and Marcus Williams, I love that matchup.
Listen.
Stretch and Tremont, I love it. Stretch and Tremont, I love it.
Listen,
I'm taking this every single day of the week.
Hey,
Tell it to me.
If you want to get a bench in here too, like the second 5, I think it stops at that 6. I think it stops at that 6.
Who's your 3? Who's your other 2?
Okay, still got Eddie.
I love Quinn. I love him.
Eddie, and then I don't want to give another big. Give me Reuben Jones, and then off the bench, I'm gonna
Jordan Turner.
Huh?
I forget about Jordan Turner.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you 3 off the bench. I'm giving you 3 off the bench right now.
Yeah, you got one guy off the bench.
Norman, Jahari Long, and Justin Hill. It's just too deep. Like I think because who's the other dude that I say off the bench for y'all would probably be Anderson and Pierce.
Anderson.
Yeah, Pierce. But I'm taking
PJ Henry.
Kyrie McDaniel and Calvin.
Oh my God!
Listen,
I love my team.
I'm making a ball between the 3. And then 2018, you already know they just killing y'all. 2018, you know they're killing y'all. Hold on, should I pull them out right now? Should I pull them out right now?
I mean, what you got? We got. Let me guess.
Yeah.
We have Kendrick, Q, Miller, Ladie, and who's your 5th?
I'll take Bieniemy. Off the bench, it's real. Like
who's off the bench? Go ahead. It's
off the bench with 2018. I'll put PJ Bird. Peter can go in there. See 2018.
We're gonna have to set this up in real life.
You know what's funny?
I just love my team.
No. It's funny that you say that because I actually did a matchup. I told LJ a matchup. So basically, I have 3 teams, and I want your opinion on this because I think you've seen all these players play. So I got 3 teams. Team 409. I have Big Junior from Port Arthur, Big Nate from Port Arthur, Hayden Hefner from Netherlands, Kaysen Harrison from Beaumont United, and Braylon Bush.
That's 5. That's a nice 5.
Team Galveston. We still haven't figured out the 5th, but we know the 4. Trayvon Mark, Deuce Guidry, Marcus Williams, and Jordan Ivy Curry. But we don't know. We don't know who the 5th one is yet. And Team Houston, I said Jahari Long, Reuben Jones, Antoine Norman, and Eddie. I said I believe that I think 409 is more positioned and they will have less egos. But L said, nah, I think 409 is the weakest team. I really think Team Galveston is better than them. So when you see when I name all those guys, what's your opinion on that? Who pick a winner? Team 409.
The first thing that just jumps out is how crazy how much the talent is spread out through Houston.
Yeah.
Just how players are everywhere, and everywhere the players are good. So that's crazy in itself. But that's some nice teams.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm just a little biased, but I gotta go with my boy LJ. If we're doing a tournament with that, I gotta go with LJ. I'm just a little biased. Now I've been knowing LJ since I got to Houston. When I played with LJ, I mean, he's a natural scorer. I mean, we know firsthand what he could do. So I'm just a little biased. Who else you had on the Houston team? You had Eddie.
I had Eddie. I had Reuben Jones, Antoine Norman.
Oh, he's tough.
Yeah, Antoine Norman and Jahari Long.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good game.
Everybody been telling me, hey, E, you just need to set these matchups up once and for all. But like, honestly though, I don't know if there's just enough in that 2019 class. I don't know, like y'all are good, but then I look at 2020, I'm like, in 2018, I'm like, ooh. But I said, knowing the competitor that you are, I know you're not going out like that, though.
Yeah, we're not going out. We're not. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
And okay, but
games. I think we got everything. I mean, the other classes they have everything, but I think we got everything.
No,
we got card play. We got shooting.
Hey, listen, 2018. Don't forget about Jacoby Gordon.
Jacoby 30. We counting him still?
No, bro. No, but let me say, but like so that's.
No, we got Montavious. I didn't mention Montavious.
No, I know. I mentioned Montavious. I said Montavious at the big. You took Turner.
I got Turner and Montavious and Quinn.
Off your bench, one guy would say.
And I got Charles Smith.
Oh.
Off your bench too. That's tough.
But off your bench too, you could have Devin McCain too. So I was like,
come on. I forgot about Devin. Come on.
Hey, listen. I'll make the poll tonight on Twitter. I'll make the poll tonight on Twitter. But my last question: how has basketball shaped you and matured you as a man?
That's a really good question. Basketball, just to begin with, has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. Basketball has taken me to so many different places around the country. Obviously, it teaches you life lessons. I think sports in general does a great job in that. It teaches you how to deal with adversity. Teaches you how to win, what it takes to win. Because in life, you got to win. It's going to be some times where it's going to be a competitive environment at work. The people you work with, even in sports itself, is competitive. So, basketball's taught me how to be a competitor, how to work, how to just put your head down, and that if you work diligently, work smart, work hard, the results are going to be there. There's no second guessing that. In basketball teacher, if you don't work, obviously dudes get passed up if you don't work. So it just motivated me to be a guy who fiercely works hard. Just works hard. Just puts your head down. At the end of the day, he's gonna be there at the end. If anything else, that's after basketball. Whether I'm getting my degree in finance. My ultimate goal is to become a general manager of an NBA team.
Of course.
So after basketball, just know at the end of the day, when you look up and Sahvir's like 40, 42, he's going to be a general manager one day. But it just taught me how to just keep my head down and work, and how to work with so many different people, all walks of life. Whether the guy is super, super quiet, getting him to get out his shell and be able to talk as much as me, getting able and bring guys together, It's taught me so much, and it's taught me how to deal with so many different people. And basketball is just one of those things where it's so close. It's a family type sport. In football, it's 80 people on the roster, so you might not be the quarterback might not be super, super close with the safety that's fourth string. I think basketball, just having that 15-guy roster, that 10-guy roster, you could build an individual relationship with everyone in the coaching staff. And everyone in the coaching staff has to invest in the kid. And as a player, you got to invest in your coach and believe in them. And basketball just teaches you that love, that passion, that belief, and having a strong foundation that people behind you, people that support you, can do anything. And so, it shaped me to be a guy who believes that anything that can happen as long as you're working hard. You got people that are behind you that want you to win. You know me, I'm always trying to kind of pick the beef. So I'm going to tell you, this is the last thing I say before I go. I'm trying to make a top 10, all-decade team right now, all-decade team for Houston basketball. Just win.
You're alive right now.
Since 2010?
No, 2010's on. I can't sit here alive. Right now, you're my fourth point guard.
Who's in front?
I told Andrew Harrison he got to be number one. I told Andrew Harrison probably number one.
Okay.
Fox obviously is two. Fox is two. I'm putting my boy Kendrick Davis at 3, you at 4. Mm-hmm. And probably J.J. Caldwell at 5. Mm-hmm. Is that a fair assessment?
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I can't tell you what you think is right or what you think is wrong. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay. What I'll say.
I do believe resume-wise.
Make a case of why you should be number
I
one.
should be on the list.
Well,
I do believe whatever, how many point guards, how many centers, how many small forwards you have on that list, I do believe that I should be on that list because not too many people accomplish what I've accomplished.
I got you. But make a case on why you should be the number one point guard, though.
Resume speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, but like I said, Andrew got a state title.
I got 2 of them.
Plus the
Come on. We can do this.
Plus the McDonald's All-American, and he held the title as the number one point guard in the country.
I mean, part of being the number one point guard in the country, that scouts or people who are scouting for ranking services, they go based on your recruitment.
Okay.
So if you automatically get a Duke offer, you automatically get a Kentucky, you jump up 10 spots, right? I committed as a freshman. I committed to Texas A&M before I could touch the backboard.
Yeah.
I had high major offers before I could touch the backboard. So when I committed, my national pub as far as going to scouts and media, it kind of declined a little bit because, I'm committed. Dude, scouts are not old. Like I said, recruitment is based on how hot you are with the coaches and your offers and that type of thing. So if I didn't commit, come on. When I got my release from A&M, I was like, how this thing moving? So, I mean, and I still ended up being a number 6 point guard in the country. I was still ended up being 24/7. I still ended up being a number 6 point guard in the country.
I'll put it like this. I can make the switch with you and Kendrick. But those first 2 got to be a lock, though. Those first 2 got to be a lock.
Okay. Oh, just out of curiosity, what puts you, Aaron over Andrew over Fox?
For me, I ain't gonna lie. Fox was a dog in high school. But I think
he got the same credentials. They went to the same school.
No.
Fox did better at Kentucky.
Fox didn't listen. But I got you. I understand that, and I will get to that. Fox, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about college and pro. I'm not talking about that. I would not even go. But I just feel like just a little. Well, like I said, if I'm gonna wait it out, I say Andrew did a little bit more in high school.
Okay.
Obviously, Andrew held that number 1 point guard spot, but Fox held that number 2 point guard spot.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. But like
you were around. You watched them both in high school, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think was better? Yeah. You like to be messy. I'm messy back.
But listen. This is what I would have to say.
Yeah. So if it's a state championship, who you taking as your point guard? You got the first pick, Andrew or De'Aaron?
No, because like I said, but this is what I would have to say. You can even say and you know what? I agree with what you say, but like it depends what you want. If you want a point guard that's gonna get you 25 to 30, of course you go with Fox. But like I saw Andrew have one of the best defenders teams and lead them with all those guys from Kansas State from Kansas State to Kentucky. D. Griff at the time was committed to Miami and A&M. I saw him with the all-around game. If you go Kentucky, you saw, Andrew made it to the national championship.
Very true.
His freshman year and the Final Four his sophomore year.
That's very true.
And then De'Aaron Fox lost in the Elite Eight thanks to Luke May. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what do you want? Like what do you want? You want the guy that's gonna get his teammates involved, because we never know what Andrew would do without Aaron, though. Even though Aaron was there, bro. But like I'm just saying, Andrew, when I talk to Harrison, Andrew's really responsible for orchestrating. So I think Andrew actually sacrificed just a little bit for the betterment of the team. Fox, you just know that he's out there to kill you and strike you. So it's just like, for me, who would you rather take? Like a little bit, J.J. Caldwell in high school or Carson Edwards?
Yeah,
Carson. It just depends what you want.
Carson made it to the state championship too, though.
Yeah, he did, but J.J. won a state title.
That's very true.
So.
I was just picking your brain since you.
No. I got you. Listen,
I'm just picking your brain a little bit.
Like I said, like you said, it is resume. So like I just said, it is resume. But I'm just like, okay, Andrew have number one position, De'Aaron had number 2, but like, of course, Andrew's numbers did because you had another great shooting guard right there that you could get the ball to. So like his brother was the shooting guard. But
Fox had Garth, right?
Huh?
Fox had Nick Garth, right?
Fox had Garth, but we all know Fox is just Fox was looking to score 30 or 40.
Yeah.
Like Andrew wasn't. Andrew's like, I'll be good with 14 and 8. But when it's time to turn up, like when I talked to him, he told me I asked him about the Bush game, the regional final Bush game, because they had lost to Bush 3 times that year. And he said, listen, I woke up and I just told myself, we not losing that game. I didn't talk to nobody, and I came out and played big. So he was capable. To me, he's capable of doing that in the moment. But
yeah.
But listen, you got 3, but honestly, you're probably second on the competitor list because I think Fox is one of the most fierce competitors I've ever seen, dog.
Yeah. Now, that's good. That's good stuff. That's pretty cool, actually, that you came out with the idea of having an all-decade team.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I salute you for that. But I was just making sure, as long as I'm on the list, I'm less than thankful to be on that list.
Listen. If you hold the number 1 mantle in your class for 4 straight years, even though I don't know if you really held it your senior year, because there were some publications that wanted Stretch and Montavious at 1, but I knew that you were true number 1. You were the true number 1. To me,
I was hurt, and we matched it. I was hurt, and we played Montavious my senior year, my first 3rd game back. They got the win. I had 24 and like 8, and I don't think Montavious had over 10. I mean, we could look at the box score and watch the film together. And I never play. I didn't play against Stretch. Me and Stretch played together. When I got hurt, I was playing with Stretch at the back to school battle.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. Stretch is a great player. He's going to do great things at Texas, University of Texas. I never played against Stretch. In my senior year, I probably would have, because if that was the talk of town, I would have set it up. I would have told my coach, "Hey, coach, we gotta go get that matchup." But
the only thing that I really want, because I want to actually get your opinion on this. I want to get your opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that you were the best point guard in 2019 in the city. Mm-hmm. To me, who do you think was second?
I don't know. I can't answer that question. It was some really, really, really good point guards, though.
Yeah, like I said, because I look at PJ Henry and Kyrie McGinn.
PJ Henry has been good since I've been good. PJ Henry was good in 3rd grade, and the coolest thing for me was like to see that, because PJ didn't necessarily play on the circuit either.
Yeah,
and he got to Hampton, right? He's at Hampton, right? Hartford. Yeah, that's pretty cool to see. I mean, I respect PJ. I respect his game. The dude get buckets. He's super smooth, super nice, super fast.
But then I look at Kyrie.
Kyrie's good. Kyrie's good. I played against Kyrie.
But this is what I would say. You talk about matchup. When you knock out 2 McDonald's All-Americans back to back.
He did?
Samuel Williamson and Tyrese Maxey.
Samuel Williamson. That was. I'm not taking anything from Kyrie. But Calvin sat on that. Yeah. That's Calvin's matchup.
No, he didn't.
Calvin is another guy I would have on that team too. Calvin didn't sit on anybody. I seen that firsthand. He was on my AAU team sitting.
Yeah.
My junior year summer, we was 31-4, 31-5. Yeah. Calvin was a major reason.
Okay.
Everyone on that team was a major reason. Calvin was sitting on people. We was like, Calvin, he's a wing. Go sit on him. Please. He can't score this half. Calvin, all right, lock up. Dude not scoring. Dude's not scoring. So Calvin was a major reason for the Samuel Wilson. I also watched some of that game, them game highlights. Kyrie was doing his thing too, though. Yeah, he got a nice mid-range. Yeah. I mean, he's a pretty good player himself. Yeah, so he's good. He's really good.
Go ahead, throw out your Twitter and your Instagram, and if you have TikTok, go ahead and throw that out too, because that. Thanks to your boy Dylan Miles, he's the one that started that.
My Instagram is my name. I'm Sahvir, and it'll pop up.
Yeah, cool.
SAHVIR _ and I believe my Twitter is the same thing. I think I changed it to make sure it matched. Okay. It's the same thing, Sahvir _ and on my TikTok, is Sahvir Wheeler. Snapchat, I'm gonna add that into there.
Okay.
L_general, EL_general. So y'all have me out there, man. Appreciate you having me. This was super fun.
Hey man, listen. You know we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again.
We got to do it as often as we can.
Honestly, I appreciate you. Like I really do appreciate you coming on the show. And to me, like I said, you're one of the best point guards that ever rolled through the city. I've been watching high school basketball. I graduated class of 11, but you know me, I'm a historian. I'm always gonna pick your brain. So at the end of the day,
I was watching you rant about the other day on Shaq and Olajuwon. So I knew you knew something about basketball. You was a historian. You start pulling out your stats. Oh, the dudes was older when Shaq started dominating.
I got a point. I have a point, man. I have a point. But I am the Easy Corner. Follow me on Instagram at the Easy Corner. Follow me on Twitter at Easy_Corner1. And also subscribe on YouTube. This episode will be on YouTube of the General Sahvir Wheeler. I appreciate it, man. Say hi to your folks for me, man. Say hi to and tell Montana that his interview, I will interview after his first varsity high school game. I will actually be there in the building. Tell him. Honestly though, tell Montana. Thank you, because he's one of the supporters of this show. Like he be actually watching and following me. So Montana, shout out to you. I got you. Tell him I got him. I got him. Don't worry about it. Tell family I got him, because Montana actually be supporting the show. He be following and liking my stuff. So I tell him I appreciate you, but I appreciate you behind the show. You know we're gonna have to do this again. Stay quarantined up. Stay safe, and man, keep working on your game. Keep working on your game.
Yes, sir. All right, man, great talking to you.
Man, I appreciate it. All right, man. Yes. We'll do it again.
Yeah.